Welcome back to the Force Nines, the YouTube channel. Welcome back to Tale of the Toffees, the Everton save on Football Manager 2017. Last episode, unfortunately, we got knocked out of the Europa League by Roma. They beat us on aggregate and knocked us out of the Europa League. But fortunately, we did beat West Ham in the FA Cup, which has given us a draw against Manchester City, and that will be next episode. But this episode, our focus is back on the Premier League, and we are doing really well. Before we get into today's games, let's show you the goals from the games off screen. In a game where we dominated play but did not put away our chances, only the one goal scored against Sheffield Wednesday, and it was substitute Berahino who scored it a minute after coming on. A narrow 1-0 win against Sheffield Wednesday. After a dire first half at Old Trafford against Manchester United, we won a penalty. It was Delafeu who fouled on the edge of the area by Willian, and we had a penalty at Old Trafford, and it was to be taken by Davy Klaassen. 55 minutes on the clock, Klaassen's penalty goes in, and we had a 1-0 lead at Old Trafford. 10 minutes later, Manchester United equalised. It was Willian setting up the goal after conceding the penalty leading to our goal. Mkhitaryan finished it, and it was 1-1. But with 84 minutes on the clock, Mario's deflected effort went in, and we had beaten Manchester United 2-1 at Old Trafford. What a win against a good team. Everton took the lead at Selhurst Park through Davy Klaassen with 8.5 minutes on the clock. We had a 1-0 lead against Crystal Palace. But with 32 minutes played, a floating free kick found the head of Benteke, who'd headed home to make it 1-1, but fortunately went off injured not long after. With the target man Benteke off injured, Everton took the lead again. Jamie Vardy finding the net with 42 minutes played, his 200th career league goal. There was a quick reply from Crystal Palace, Andros Townsend with a far post header, making it 2-2 a minute later. Jamie Vardy made it 3-2 with 67 minutes played, and it was from a tight angle, a very interesting goal. 3-2. With 84 minutes played, Everton won a penalty. Vardy brought down by Jordan Lukaku, brother of Romelu, and we had a penalty. Vardy would take the penalty and convert it to complete his hat-trick and score Everton's fourth goal of the game. Crystal Palace 2, Everton 4. So aside from that Roma defeat, we haven't lost a game since the end of January, which is really good stuff. And it has done wonders for our league position, I'm telling you. Look at that. 6 points clear at the top of the table. That victory over Man United has given us a great lead. We are 9 clear of West Ham. And we could be 9 clear of United today, because as we face Sunderland at home, a game which we should be winning, Man United and West Ham are facing each other. If West Ham win, they probably won't, because West Ham have had a bit of a downturn in form, and Man United, despite losing to us at Old Trafford, are playing well. You know, that could be a very close game. A draw would be good as well, because we'll be 8 clear of United then. But the important thing is, we have a good lead in the table, and there's only 7 games left. And they're not difficult games. Apart from Liverpool maybe, you've got Sunderland and Watford, Southampton, Norwich, Stoke and Leicester. So aside from a Liverpool game, they're all winnable games, but we know how I end seasons. Not very well. Hopefully the same thing doesn't happen here, because I think if we mess this up now, I think this constitutes a bottle job. Do you? I'm not quite sure, but I think it does. But let's jump into the first game, shall we? Sunderland at home. Sunderland 14th place in the table, 10 wins, 8 draws, 13 defeats. I think Casilla had a poor display last time, but we're going to leave him in. The only changes I'm going to make is I'm going to bring in Ward-Prowse for Ogzan, just for fitness reasons. The same with Mora. We're going to move Vasquez back out to the right and bring on Gerard Delafeu on the left. And do we have a Nazi back from suspension? We do. We'll bring a Nazi in for Idris Gueye, and we'll just push him forward because he's a bit more suited to that role a bit further forward. So that's what we're going to play. The defence is doing really well. So, yeah, I'm happy with this. I think this is the team we're going to play. We do have Lukaku back, but Vardy and Berahino are doing well between them. So I don't think Lukaku will get another game this season unless we have an injury. So Sunderland's team, Barini up front. He's got Fisker and Morales either side of him. McGinn and Kasri in the midfield, with Kirchhoff just behind. And then Taylor, Gilabogi, Quates and Kone the defence. And then Gualta in goal. Mannoni's in goal, on the bench rather, Trippier, McNair, Babacar, Ryan Kent, Van Aanholt and Catamol. Babacar scored a few goals against me if I'm not mistaken. He's one to watch out for, is Kuma Babacar. He's only scored 2 goals in the league this season though. I've got a feeling they were both against me. I'm dreading that if I'm right. Oh, would you look at that? They were both against me. The only 2 goals he's scored all season, and they were against me. And he's on the bench, so hopefully that doesn't happen today. Pretty happy with that team talk. I don't want to get their hopes up too much, but morale is great at the moment. So far, we are having more possession. We are dominating play, but we haven't seen a chance yet. But this is the first highlight of the game, and we are 20 minutes in, and that is a mistake by Sebastian Coates, and Vardy has to score that, and he does. And with 21 minutes played, we have a 1-0 lead, and that is Vardy's 12th goal of the season. I think that is his 9th since joining us in January, which is really good going. I think it's 8 or 9 goals he scored now. Of course, he got that hat-trick against Crystal Palace, and he's picked up where he left off. Good work by Jamie Vardy. Ward-Prowse free kick. It's headed away by Djilabodji, and now Victor Fisker running down the left flank. And he's cut inside and found Kazri. Here's Fabio Barini, and Jones dispossesses and clears it. And now it's with Vardy again. Can we attack here? Deulofeu on the ball. Cuts inside himself, dispossessed by Kazri, but we've got it back here. And Lucas Vazquez shoots and scores. And 27 minutes played, it's 2-0. This is going very well. Really good winning possession there. Kazri won it back, and then we immediately recovered possession. And then Vazquez shot. Vazquez scores. The goalkeeper, useless. 2-0. Going to go back to standard. We're 2-0 up. We don't need to do anything silly. So hopefully this will be a nice win. But that's a bad pass there by Jagielka. And Barini's shot is saved by Kiko Casilla. That was a lapse in concentration by Captain Jagielka there. Here's Lucas Vazquez on that right flank. He's got the pace, and he does outpace the number 12. The cross is in there. Jamie Vardy's with it. And Klaassen has scored. This is going very well. We're 3-0 up. And it's not even half time yet. A 12th goal for David Klaassen. He's having a much better season, I must say. Last season when we signed him, £16 million. Didn't really go too well for him. But this season, I think he's outdone Barkley. He's done really well. 12 goals in the season for David Klaassen. 3-0 up. We're doing really well. Just keep it going. So despite us being 3-0 up, Sunderland have actually had more shots. But only 5 out of 12 on target. We've defended very well today. Casilla has done a good job. Last game against Palace, he did have a few mistakes in him. But he's done really well today. Okay, we are past the hour mark. We've got both midfielders on yellow cards. Onaz is playing well, so I'm going to leave him in there for now. We are going to take off Ward-Prowse and bring on Ogsan, but I'm going to take off the get stuck in on the tackling, and I'm not going to close down as much. We'll just close down sometimes, and we'll leave it at that. I'm happy how it's going so far. Onaz has picked up a fair few yellow cards this season. I think it's 14 because I think he just got a too much ban, which he's just come back from. He's playing really, really well, so I want to keep him on as long as I can. You know, he might get the odd suspension here and there, but as a defensive midfielder, that happens. Fabio Barini is on the ball here again. I don't know if Sunderland have made any changes. They changed their formation to a 4-1-4-1 with a defensive midfielder. And that doesn't seem to have done many favours for them. Where they're not doing very well today. They have just made a double change. Babacar is on, as is Kieran Trippier. Hopefully Babacar won't continue his goal scoring form against Everton. The only 2 goals he scored all season have been against us. And they were at Goodison Park. Vardy's through here. Vardy scored. It's 4-0. This is a drubbing now. 2 goals in the game for Vardy. 13 for the season. Great long ball by Klaassen. Vardy controls it brilliantly with the right foot. And then just shoots under the goalkeeper, who makes a leap of faith. We're 4-0 up. This is going very well. And looking at the other games, we are actually 9 clear of Man United. So it looks like West Ham are winning that game. But then they're on 60. So maybe they aren't playing each other now. I'm confused. I thought that's what game it was. Maybe that was some other time. I'm getting lost. 80 minutes played. We can afford to rest players now. Vazquez can come off. We'll get Mora on. And Phil Jones can have a bit of a rest as well. We'll bring on Michael Keane. This has been one of the more comfortable games of the save. Nothing has gone wrong. We're 4-0 up. This couldn't go any better, really. Klaassen scored 1 and set up 2. Vardy scored 2 and set up 1. They're linking up really well. And yeah, we're playing very well. Ogsan free kick. He gives it to Williams. Here is Jetro Williams. And now Jagielka. Keane. We could get a 5th here. Klaassen. Oh, he shoots wide. That's a wasted one. That should have been 5-0. 1 blemish, like all game. That's the one thing I was disappointed at, is that effort there. That should have gone in. But 88 minutes played. We're fine. We're doing well. minute of added time. Oxan free kick could go in here. It's held on to by the goalkeeper. And full-time whistle. Can we just put it up there? There we go. 4-0. Very nicely routine win. Good win, lads. Well done. 9.3 for Klaassen. He gets man of the match. An 8.8 for Vardy. 8.5 for Anazi. All the defenders getting over it. Casilla getting a 7.8. That is a very nice win. Very good team performance. So let's have a look at Man United and West Ham then. Because I'm sure they were facing each other. Maybe that was in a different game. Oh, they are, but that's the late kickoff. So they haven't played their game yet. So we'll have to keep an eye out for that result. Oh no, they lost 3-2. Noble own goal. I would have done a 10-min early on as well. Norvite got a red card. That's a shame, but not the end of the world. So as it stands, we are still 6 points clear of Man United. We are now 12 clear of West Ham, so that's good. And with 6 games left, we're doing really well. Let's have a look at where else we are then. So we're 13 clear of West Ham, 14 clear of Liverpool. So we're guaranteed top 5, but that's not what we want. We want the title. 6 points clear with 6 games left. You know, that's title winning form. We're doing really well. Now, if I would continue in this save, this really excites me that Roberto Jude is coming along really nicely. 2.5 stars at 18. It could be 5 stars. He looks really, really good. That first touch of 18 just looks really nice, and those physicals are great, and they're just going to improve with time. But it's a shame that this save's going to come to an end this season. But, you know, if I were ever to stream, you know, I do want to stream, I could pick this up. It could be a thing. We'll see. Alright, so Man United and West Ham are playing before us. We'll keep an eye on how they did in their games, and then we'll see what we have to do. Man United drew 0-0. They've dropped points again, and this looks good for us, but we need to beat Liverpool. How are West Ham going to do? West Ham lost 3-1. Okay, the ball is in our court. We could get an 8-point lead over Man United. Tottenham have actually gone third. And we're 10 clear of them, so that could be 13, could be 15 clear of West Ham. This is getting better and better by the minute. If we can beat Liverpool, we will be firmly in the driving seat for that Premier League title. But that's the issue we have, that in 9 games over the series, we've only beaten them once, which was in a cup game. And they've got a very good team. Mandzukic is really one to watch. It's going to be a tough game, this. This team did really, really well, so I'm not going to change a single thing. They did really well, so I'm going completely unchanged for this game. Liverpool's team, Karius in goal, Moreno, Romagnoli, De Vrij and Klein the back 4, Emre Can, Ziyech and Milne in the midfield, Coutinho, Burke and Mandzukic the front 3. On the bench, they've got some good options as well. Mignolet, Lovren, Mane, Firmino, Origi. Lots of attacking options again. So there seems to be a theme of Liverpool. Lots of attacking options on the bench. Midfield wise, I'm not sure what they have, but we're going to go with the same team talk. We've gone on a good run to get out there and impress me. And let's get underway with the Merseyside Derby. Now, if we can beat United at Old Trafford, we can beat Liverpool at Anfield. We are very capable. We've already had 2 yellow cards in the first few minutes. Get stuck in is coming off. That's a good start. We've had 2 yellow cards in the first 6 minutes. I've gone with high tempo and short passing. What will that be like? I don't know. But possession is more in our favour. But we've yet to see a highlight. And that's our 3rd yellow card of the game. And we've not played 20 minutes yet. I know it's a Merseyside Derby, but come on, guys. I'm going to, oh, hold on. We've got a highlight here. I was going to take control, but then a highlight came up. James Milner is on the ball. He's found Oliver Burke, a guy that, has caused us some problems this series. Coutinho, oh, God, that crawled over the line. And with 35 minutes on the clock, Coutinho has put Liverpool 1-0 up. Oh, God, look at the rain pouring down. Ziyech set up Coutinho. And the shot, oh, that's cruel. It took a deflection off of Jagielka, and the keeper, didn't have a chance there. That's a shame, and it's a 1-0 to Liverpool in the derby. But a loss here, it will hurt us, but we'll still have quite a good lead, and unless we balls up massively in our last 5 games, hopefully we can wrap up the title. But today is all about just trying to do as well as we can. Half time, we are 1-0 down. Possession is in our favour. I'm going to say you've been unlucky so far. That's a good team talk. I'm happy with that. So we're going to stay on the high tempo. We're going to attack. We're going to play a bit more direct instead of shorter. We're going to play direct football with a high tempo. Hopefully this will work, but we'll have to wait and see. Goal kick by Casilla, played fairly short to Onazi. He tries to, well, that's a poor pass. I think he was trying to find Vardy there, but didn't find him. And now Burke's through, and Burke has scored. And, you know, that's all from Onazi's bad pass. That came straight from there. And we're 2-0 down. This has not gone well today. Not really very good. Only 4 shots in the game. But as soon as that misplaced pass happened, I knew that things weren't going to go our way. And this Burke guy, straight through the legs of Casilla. Look at that. He's one that watches out, Oliver Burke. He's good. Casilla's on a 6.2. That's not good. Right, we're going to make a double change. We're going to take off Vardy and bring on Saido Berahino. And we're going to change our defensive midfielder as well. Idrissa Gueye on and Onazi off. And we're going to play him a bit deeper. And now we're on attacking still. We're going to get rid of the direct. We're just going to play mixed football with early crosses. Play higher up as well. Let's try and get back in this game. We're 2-0 down. We've had possession, but we just can't break Liverpool down at the moment. Only 5 shots in the game. It's not gone well today after the big win against Sunderland. This one's been a bit different. Alright, let's go into our touchline team talk and let's just encourage the team. Come on guys, get back in this. Get a goal. And, you know, try and take this to the end of the game. And, you know, try and fight for something. We're not playing well at all today. Lots of 6-6s in there. And, you know, Casilla's been pretty poor in goal today. It's been a terrible game really. 70 minutes played. We don't look like scoring, but here we go. There's a throw in here. Deulofeu to Gueye. He could shoot, but he's given it to Vazquez, and Moreno has dispossessed his fellow Spaniard. Good tackle by Williams, but Liverpool have the ball back here, and now Gueye toward Prowse. Switches to Vazquez, and again the pass there's poor. It's not really gone well today. We can't get it up to Vardy, or Berahino in this case now. It's the wrong player. Again, the ball's back with Liverpool. Here's Burke. He's going to cross it, and that's a score. Apparently score is a noun now. Mandzukic just scored. We're 3-0 down. This hasn't gone well today. We're just not doing very well. I mean, we keep giving them the ball. Right, let's take it off attacking because we're going to get embarrassed otherwise. Back to standard. Deary me, what a terrible game this has been. This is just the complete opposite of Sunderland. This is really bad. 3-0 down. There's 10 minutes left. Right, Ward-Prowse off. Oxan on. No, just keep it fresh. And just try not to concede a fourth in this last 10 minutes. See, this is the issue. If it comes to goal difference... Berahino had a chance to score there. It would have been a consolation and that's all, but... if it goes down to goal difference, this could be a big factor. A 3-0 defeat in the Merseyside Derby against Liverpool. I've got to say, I'm disappointed. The strikers just didn't get the service, I think. We were really poor to then have to improve in future. That's not the sign of a team that can win the league. 3-0 defeat. That's going to be tough to take. And it leaves the gap between us and Man United at 5 points, though we are 10 clear of Spurs. West Ham have dropped to 5th with that. They are having a terrible time. I'm just thankful that United and West Ham didn't win their games today. Otherwise, that could have been, you know, really bad. Thankfully, they dropped points as well. So, I think we've gotten away with it there. That makes the Watford game very interesting. I will play that off screen. Next episode, I will bring you that FA Cup semi-final against Manchester City. And we'll also play the Premier League game against Southampton, which will bring us nicely into the final episode of this season, pending whether we get to the FA Cup final or not, because that will be the last one, obviously. The last league episode of the season will be those final 3 games against Norwich, Stoke and Leicester, who are, I don't think, doing very well. Norwich 12th, Stoke 15th, Leicester 13th. On paper, we should be winning those last 3 games, but you know what the last 3 games are always like. We never do well. Hopefully that changes this season. And then, yeah, if we do get to an FA Cup final, that will be the series finale. But, yeah, next episode, FA Cup semi-final against Man City, and then the league game against Southampton. That's going to do it for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, leave any comments, and if you want to see videos as and when they turn up on YouTube, hit subscribe down below, and I will see you in the next episode, where hopefully we'll be going to the FA Cup final. See you then. Goodbye.